Well, it is a plan that has prompted pushback, petitions, and protests, and now it's becoming reality for our biggest school district.
Toledo Public School Board members voted last night to approve the district's Transformation 2.0 plan. It calls for sweeping district-wide changes, including closing several schools, repurposing others, changing school start times, cutting staff, and more. District leaders say this plan will save them nearly $27 million, and they say this, combined with the more than 100 job position cuts that happened previously, will close their $68 million gap.
TPS has been facing a budget deficit for a while after state lawmakers reduced school funding last year. The district stresses rising healthcare costs and declining enrollment have only added to that shortfall.
We have team coverage this morning breaking down what these changes mean for teachers, their union, and families. Tatiana Cash is hearing from union leaders who say they're disappointed but not surprised. And Laura Sandlin is tracking parents' reactions this morning. Let's get right to Laura. Laura, some parents are considering big changes of their own.
Heather, parents are considering new avenues and even schools for their child. Many of them upset with the amount of significant change the plan would bring. Some schools, including Harvard and Navarre Elementaries, will close, and other schools repurposed as part of the transformation plan. That includes Bowser, which will be converted into an arts and science school. And one mom, Ashley Horton, says she worries her son won't be able to succeed in the same way. Horton questions why the district didn't go to voters with a levy to help balance the deficit. Superintendent Romulus Durant says he knows the cuts are hard, but is promising that TPS is not cutting back on its commitment to kids.
It's a somewhat of a setback, but I always say that it's a minor setback for a major comeback. And what we're doing is going to band together, provide, and be innovative and creative, and begin to really showcase what TPS has.
Is that enough of a concern that you're looking at alternative opportunities for your kids to get education?
Yes, I am. Now, TPS is set to host a series of informational meetings starting on May 1st and then running through the 16th. This will give community members as well as families the opportunity to ask additional questions. Heather?
Laura, with some parents now considering alternative districts, have we heard anything from those other districts?
WTOL 11 reached out to a number of districts asking, with all of the uncertainty, whether or not they're expecting an influx of students possibly from TPS. Washington Local responded to our request, and they said that with them being an open enrollment district, they say it's possible that families will explore them as an option. Reporting live in North Toledo, Laura Sandlin for WTOL 11.
All right, Laura, thank you. We are not just hearing frustration from parents this morning. Union leaders are also disappointed. The Toledo Federation of Teachers is calling for greater transparency from the district, questioning enrollment, the specifics on staffing cuts, and how exactly the district will close that $68 million budget gap. Other unions are now echoing that call, including AFSCME, which represents custodians, food service workers, and paraprofessionals. AFSCME says the district should have anticipated the deficit years ago and failed to bargain in good faith. But TPS argues the district has been transparent.
According to the information which we've been provided, they should have well known those deficiencies and deficit spending that had been occurring for years before that.
We're always forthcoming and want to provide all those information. We're willing to sit down with any of their group auditors to be able to sit and say, hey, let's have a conversation about what your discrepancy is, what our discrepancy.
Superintendent Romulus Durant says he is open to sharing financial records with any union that requests them.
What about the TPS levy voters passed just 2 years ago? In 2024, Toledo Public Schools went to the ballot with a $5.8 mil combined levy and bond. The levy portion, $3.8 mils, went toward operating costs and maintaining what the district already created. The bond portion, $2 mils, went toward growth, which at the time Durant called a return on investment. But he says changes at the state level left the district in a tough spot, making another ask uncertain.
Obviously, you're going to have a new governor come this fall. You have no idea what that biennium is going to look like, and we could go on a levy this fall and turn around and have to respond to that.
That was the first levy TPS asked for in about a decade. Durant acknowledged these upcoming changes are difficult, but said they are necessary to stabilize and strengthen the district long term. And as we mentioned earlier, TPS's transformation plan calls for the closure of 8 schools, one of them being Harvard Elementary.
While there are no plans to demolish the building right now, Toledo City Council member Adam Martinez is working to protect the historic building. City Council unanimously approved an 8-month extension of a moratorium on demolition permits for historic buildings. Harvard is one of nearly 70 sites across the city labeled historic in a recent planning report. Martinez says extending the moratorium would help ensure the building is not lost during the district's transition.
It is important to note this extension does not prevent TPS from closing the school. And again, TPS says it has no plans for demolition.
So what's next? Well, this Friday, May 1st, the district will accept applications for limited 7th and 8th grade opportunities at Boucher Arts and Science Academy and Start High School. As Laura mentioned, from May 1st through May 16th, the district is expected to host a series of informational meetings for staff and community members. We are hoping to learn more details about those meetings today. And between May 15th and May 22nd, parents and students will have the chance to visit their new schools. You can read our full story and find our detailed list of the cuts right now on our free WTOL 11 News app and our website. Just scan that QR code you see on your screen with your phone right now. It'll take you to a website to download our app for free. You can also search WTOL 11 in your phone's app store.